Good evening. We actually get to come back a little bit earlier than expected. Hopefully this microphone's not picking up the blower from the heat pump over there. But if it is, sorry. Just going to have to deal with it at this point. I can cut it out of videos, but for streaming, it's going to kick in and out sometimes. That's just the way it is. Oh well. Now, I mentioned earlier we would probably test out Paladin and see how well it would work for this, or at least play around with it a little bit. I am not opposed to sticking with the Death Knight, because I was kind of getting the hang of it by the time I really logged out, but we'll see. Might as well hop in and give it a shot, see how everything goes. Play through the intro storyline, or skip it. We could probably skip it on the Paladin. The Paladin's strong enough. I don't know why it always gives me that little not responding thing up there. It's not true. It is absolutely responding, but it likes to point that out for a little bit. Good old World of Warcraft. Now, let's see. Alright, just checking out my abilities really quickly. Okay. Excuse me. I actually think we can bump up the audio, the game a little bit, help compensate for we'll throw this up to about 10. There we go. That's probably good. Keep the music kind of low, but let everything else actually shine through just a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, it's going to take a couple streams to actually get used to the audio differences. So, let's figure out what to do. And actually, let's go through and drop a couple of these types of quests just to clear up the quest log a bit. Oh yeah. If you hear a baby crying, it's bath time for my youngest. He'll be good once he actually gets in, but he doesn't really want to shower. He'd rather sit and watch Miss Rachel. What is that for? Oh, artifact, yeah. I'll leave that there just in case, although... yeah, let's save that one too. And might as well save that because I can get them ready at that point. Lore walking, no reason to get rid of it. And we'll just abandon that one because we'll need different ones. Special Griffin of a Feather, we'll hold on to that because it's unusual. The Harbinger. Abandon that. I wish I could abandon this one. I really wish I could get rid of the Battle Pet Tamer ones. But no. I can't. Oh well, whatever. So, let's get to order. Oh yeah. Collections. Mounts. And throw this over here. And let's see. Actually, probably will have to throw all my profession stuff over there as well, but that's not necessary yet. I don't know if you can just fly into Orgrimmar. I haven't tested that out at all yet. What is his upper area? Guessing it's a generalized place that they're reserving to expand into at some point. Well, it's not triggering an area found thing, so we'll just leave it be and take ourselves to Org. And do some test runs to see how well we're prepared. But there we go. That's a little bit better audio than the last time. If you say something in any of my chats, like if you ever actually come and decide to watch while I'm playing, it'll probably take me a minute to figure out exactly that you're talking. I need to actually get a decent interface. There's a couple people that have guides and stuff on different sort of setups. I just haven't taken the time to actually build one because I haven't really done that much with streaming. Let's get into comfortable position. It's a little bit darker right now because my wife had to actually borrow the stage lights. For a project she's working on at the moment.
Evacuating the civilians must take priority.
What were my item weapons?
No.
Yeah, 86. Either way, I'm a little bit better at this character. So. Complete, except, yep, let's go. Leadrin. Oh, do I not have my divine steed anymore? Oh, it's over there. X. Okay. There we go.
The devouring host will overwhelm us.
I am
The void has come for Azeroth. The void has no champion. Find Eren. I will rally the vanguard. Prepare an assault.
Some must remain to guard the sun. If it falls, all is lost.
Oh yeah, no, I am definitely better at pulling off a DPS than this character. That's at least partly because I actually know what I'm doing with Paladin, because apparently it didn't change all that much coming into midnight. Here, let's move that just a little bit. Sounding kind of flat a little bit, but whatever. Doing that. I sound like one of those chiropractors. And yeah, no, I also probably don't need to be whistling into the mic. That probably be a little obnoxious.
The light will shield the land of my ancestors.
We need to move the wounded.
We owe our service to those in need.
Go join the vanguard. I'll escort everyone to the sun.
And let's see. Sure. I feel like with a tank, I'm better off getting a couple things going. Oh, let's try this guy on my tank now. Yeah, see, this self-sustain. It may take me forever to kill something, but being able to just kind of keep myself going makes this really tempting. And paladins also can interrupt so much that it's not even funny. Ooh. I bet that's the issue. And good thing I've got a cleanse. Yeah, this is making it look like life would probably be easier if I played a paladin. But it would be more interesting with the Death Knight. That's a big old stat upgrade, but I'll lose my 4-piece. I might as well. Because as soon as I hit 81 or 82, then I'll go away. So there's no point in holding on to it too much. Now, if I suddenly stop being able to keep myself alive, then I'll pop it back on. Let's see. I need to go over here to the middle. Or, I guess we need to be in the middle in the upper area. I'm doing some decent damage to myself.
Foul spawn of the Born! Prepare to meet your end! The High Exarch calls us to glory or death.
Yeah, we should just go get an Arator. Because then he can heal me.
Champion, over here.
Yeah, let's try that.
Let's find the rest of the Vanguard. The High Exarch hates to be disappointed. The holy light will ease your pain.
Xal'atath.
Oh, I'm just trying.
On the way to destroy them. Your inner fires burn bright, my brethren. We are called to assault the void.
He sounds like the guy that played Uncle Fester in the old Addams Family. You know, this is easy, but I do kind of want to switch back to the DK. So, it's probably what I'm going to end up doing.
Suffer no more.
Yeah, the music's not bad, but I think here in just a moment I'm going to end up putting a video on, pop in an earbud, and listen to something while I'm playing and chat with y'all.
I will not leave my people undefended.
Vanguard, here to protect.
Mastery. Hold on, I need to double check my stat priority. Oh, let's kill this thing real quick. Paladin, and we want protection, stat priority, probably mastery, versatility, haste, crit, then versatility and mastery.
Another of the light's chosen champions.
Okay, so haste is first.
Do not let this evil shake your resolve. The light chose for you to be here.
Yep, we've seen this already, so we're just going to do that.
Made many sacrifices. We shall not fall.
We'll try to get at least to the point of going Silver Moon.
Let's clear a path for the survivors.
The dark times will pass.
Okay. You know what? I think we can just... Oh, that may be a little bit too much.
Not fall today.
Anaria Shulak.
What was that? Don't let me make you think that this is a skill thing. The truth is, Prop Pally is not that hard to play. It's always had a relatively simple rotation. I don't think I have that yet. Anyway. But it is fun playing Captain America.
It's done. The way is clear.
Now we can just run around and help victims.
The dark times will pass.
That is one thing that Paladin excels at, where it has such frequent interrupts. The ability to actually get people moving and get mobs to move. It's exceptionally good at leading stuff around. You have so many different ways to actually trigger the shield. And where it puts that little brief silence on them, it's even better. Because even with the interrupt, sometimes they'll be able to just sort of quickly redo something that they were interrupted for. Whoop! Blessing of freedom. Okay, good. I didn't accidentally cast it. I rarely need lay on hands for myself. It's only when I'm really taking on something challenging that you actually need lay on hands for yourself. So, if you've been wanting to try out a tank, but you've been kind of nervous, Paladin is probably the best tank to do. Very simple core rotation of abilities. You have a whole lot of flexibility in terms of all the extra stuff that you can do, like a lot of self-healing. Maybe not the strongest self-healing out there, that would probably be Blood Decay, but they're balanced in a way where it's not as good as it could be, because when it is good, it's significantly better than everyone else. But Paladin's almost always, at the very least, middle of the pack. Like, it's very rare for Paladin to be bad, straight bad. Normally, it's either okay or good.
Yes.
I believe right now it's pretty good. Although really the delta between the tanks is not as big as people make it out to be. Usually the biggest difference comes between evasion tanks and block tanks. And that's largely because those used to work pretty differently from each other. They're not as different as they used to be anymore. But evasion tanks used to have health that was a lot more like yo-yo-y.
Champion! The evacuating ships are under attack!
Quick mastery, haste versatility.
If we don't protect those ships, we will send the people aboard them to die.
Well, that's okay. Sometimes some people gotta be sacrificed. Gotta crack a few eggs occasionally. Not really. I get the sort of underlying story of we need to rescue civilians and blah 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 blah. But most operations like this, when they're this much on the back foot, would be prioritizing just actually not dying first.
You got them all! Thank the light! Sunk a ship! Throw the survivor a rope!
There we go.
The civilians escape.
And we'll let this play for a second.
Everything in return.
The only real reason why I'm leaving the headphones on at all is to hit your system notifications, but I'm not aware of a way that I can actually mute the volume for the game for me and not mute it for you. So, yeah, let's see, what shall we listen to while we play? Something mocking Nintendo and their frivolous attempts at getting absurd patents just so they can not have to actually make the game better. Or yeah, let's listen to that. Let's listen to someone mock Nintendo.
I proudly serve as Regent Lord. Ready to fight the fight? We should help. Mount up, Chair. We must get to the gate before the Vanguard attacks.
Lorthamar could have handled the evacuation, Eretor. Vanguard of the Light, form a line. Hold this gate.
Let's do some good. What do we need to do? Better to seek forgiveness and permission.
Yeah, let's see if we can do this one just a little bit faster than we did it the last time, because we kind of drug our ass around real slow the last time.
Please, forgive my father. We don't always see eye to eye on things, to say the least. My Edgar's Valley is a vaunted battlefield, Commander. Though I think he sometimes forgets how to be anything else.
Yeah, no, this is significantly easier. Who knows? I may end up getting frustrated with Death Knight at some point and switch over to working on Paladin. But Paladin's substantially easier. I just don't want to be stuck doing tanking again this time around. It's stressful. Like, even if you can do it well,
Is it the same for the
being one of the key people that the group is dependent on actually doing your job correctly, like, there's room for error with DPS. You screw up, a lot of the times people won't notice unless you screw up in a major way. Oh, God, okay. But a tank, you screw up, even in a minor way sometimes, and everyone dies. I mean, the healer can bail you out sometimes if they anticipate what you're getting ready to do.
The Vanguard has faith in the light. So do I. I also felt it filling me with wrath.
Where's my taunt at?
It does.
Oh, mouse button. That would have probably been a good thing to do. I don't know which mouse button. Okay, that mouse button.
Let's do some good.
And it's this button.
My mother and Larry will know better than anyone how to fight the Forge.
Let's see. Void
I just hope.
Beach Power Destroyer.
Let's focus on activating the sentinels.
Let's skip that because we've watched it already. Oh yeah, shit, that's right. There's a thing right here. Well. Oh, okay. That's one of my defensives. Ardent defense. I haven't been actually popping my defensives. Other than by accident. A Divine Shield is a fun one to have to use. Just so you know, if you ever do decide to play around with Protection Paladin, you know, you've got your completely impervious bubble, right? Well, if you ever decide to go invincible for a second, there's a way to actually make it to where the mob still sticks with you. Maybe. I haven't checked this since Midnight release. They may have gotten rid of the ability to do this, but you used to be able to... Let's see. This thing of protection. There it is. Well, let's try it out, because it's not going to hurt this dude if it screws up. Like, the guy that's actively doing it right now. So, what you do is... taunt shifting. So... while your taunt is going, it will still attack you. Now, what you need to do at that point is shift off your Blessing of Protection, then re-taunt again if you need to. That way, the things don't kill your group. But you can kind of squeeze in a little bit of invincibility time by taunting and immediately doing Blessing of Protection, or to a lesser extent, Divine Shield. But Divine Shield taunts everything for you. Oh, that's cool. But yeah, if you want to use Blessing and Protection on yourself as a defensive, you need to set up the ability to actually pop it. And then usually what you do is you put it in a multi-press macro, so that the first hit casts it, the second hit cancels it. And what that will do is let you taunt, cast it, and then just before the taunt wears off, cancel it. And you can kind of use that to force the creature to hit you with a spell that might have done some significant damage to whomever you're trying to protect.
For Azeroth.
Let's make sure it... Oh, I'm in combat.
There is no darkness that will not flee before the light.
I'm in combat.
Anaria Shalak.
Wonder what I'm in combat.
Why we cannot allow these Ethereals to pillage our sacred artifacts.
On that we agree. Eritol, hold the line. Champion, seize those weapons.
Okay, let's try killing something to see if that gets us out of combat. Of course. I wonder when whatever it is will rubber band away. Stuck doing this. It's always fun when you just kind of randomly end up sort of partnering up with someone by accident. And we're not getting in a group because this stuff doesn't really require a group. Let's go grab this chest, just for fun. Oh, the best thing about blessing and protection. Boom. Never ever follow a paladin off a cliff. There's a solid chance they can survive the fall and you cannot.
thank the light. You've recovered the artifacts.
To the light that darkness fears.
I need one-handed. We'll just take that one since it's a straight upgrade in the stats. I still can't equip anything.
Another of the light.
Maybe after this.
Vanguard of the light, with me! Push these invaders back to the void and spawn them! For the light!
Blessing of Freedom? I... Yeah, just apply it before you get out of the bubble. Well, it seems to have helped a little bit, but not much.
The light chose for you to be here.
Oh, real fast. Let's equip that. Equip that.
The Vanguard is here. Channel the light from the weapons you recovered. Drive this monster back to the void!
So, we recovered a bunch of legendaries to drive light into the creature. Kinda like when we sacrificed all the power from the legendaries to seal the wound into Neris, right?
Anaria Shalom. Aldiel Shalom. Corellian, we must regroup at the Sunbelt before it's too late.
Damn it all! Vanguard, fall back!
Champion, mount up! Retreat to the Sunwell!
That's a pretty, Hawk's Dragon. Oh, what are they called?
Terralion is rallying the survivors to the Sunwell Chamber. We will beseech the light once more to help us push back the devouring host. The Sunwell brought us salvation before. We must have faith that it will happen again.
Yeah, whatever. Oh. Probably shouldn't have done that.
You are the last of the Vanguard to make it. I answer to the light. Remain vigilant. Arator, champion, defend us as we perform the ritual.
I think the guy that I'm listening to hates Nintendo on a visceral level. Don't get me wrong, they've done some really scummy stuff, but at the end of the day, they also still produce some really good games. And they seem to have quality actually in mind when they make most stuff, except for Pokemon for some insane reason. The only reason I can think of that they tend to let the quality in Pokemon drop so much. Now granted, ZA despite what people were saying, is not that bad. Like, as far as visual fidelity and all that sort of stuff goes, it was a decent improvement. And it looks like Wind and Waves is actually going to be what people have been asking for a while. So it seems like they've kind of finally caught on that they actually need to put some effort in. Especially since, I think Scarlet and Violet, like the year it came out, Pokemon made over $1 billion and tends to net more than $1 billion. But for some reason, Nintendo only put $17 million into the production of the game. I mean, that's kind of crazy to me that they have something that strong that they could. The only thing I can think of is that they know they're pretty much at about the cap in terms of how much they can make out of it on an annual basis, and that thanks to the Paul brothers, they now have a bit of a bubble around their product that at some point will burst. And believe it or not, companies don't necessarily... The bubble can be beneficial, but the bubble can also collapse your company. Just ask OpenAI. Granted, their stuff is from a lot more than just the AI. They've made some really poor choices over the years. I have to remember that, because on the Druid I can decurse. Well, I think I can decurse with this guy. Although, I could bop it off. If you're one of 5 people that's never watched Let's Game It Out, you really should. I missed out on his channel for a long time. I didn't actually come across him until recently. Extremely funny. Way more entertaining than I am. Alrighty. And nope. And nope.
I am the blade of the light.
Okay,
Fight
interesting.
well.
Do we have a shield in here? Because I could use a new shield. New. Well, I guess I could grab a two-handed sword to have around for, Rhett, in case I ever decide to do some Rhett work.
The light of
The
the...
vanguard of the light will need quarters and supplies.
I will consider it after I have consulted with the others.
I wonder what that was. Whoop. It's a glyph. I forgot about those. Oh, Sunwell is shooting up a whole lot of energy there.
You are not needed.
That isn't your decision to make.
Pretty sure the glitchiness here is just the presence of so many other people. What in the pop-in? I don't think it's my computer because it was running just fine. I don't know. It probably is my computer. It's old. Oh yeah, two-hander, just in case. I think that's what it gives you in place of renown the second time around.
Your aid was timely and welcome, Terrell. But remember that Silvermoon and the Sunwell belong to the... I'll speak to the Vanguard while you get the other matters settled.
Blah, 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 blah.
What do you want?
You have already taken so many of my Blood Knights to empower the Sunwell. Quel'Thalas is largely undefended.
Sinu Amanore. The last I saw shadows descend on Quel'Thalas, Arthas marched on our kingdom with his army of Scourge. Now another army marches in our streets, saying they're here for our protection. Are you certain of that? May the eternal sun guide you.
You know, I don't know who actually made the Kirby thing in there.
Glory to the Sindori. That surge from the Sunwell set off the Dragonhawks. They know when
Portals?
there's danger. I've never seen them this unnerved. If the animals are this affected,
Dragonhawks, that's it. Thank you, sir. That's the type of hawk, mount I was thinking of. Those Lightforged Dragonhawks actually look kind of cool.
They say that army protects us, but I heard the siege was their doing. Do they even understand what they meddle with?
What needs bring you
Interesting
here with all
music.
that has happened, that utterly mad vortex of shadow in the sky? Guests are leaving in droves. If I weren't overseeing this place, I'm not so
Ooh,
certain
yeah,
I'd
that's
still
right,
be
cooking
here
trainer.
myself. If you wish a room, it is yours.
May my goods serve you well.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, mining and blacksmithing, okay. Cool, they'll be right side by side. Whenever I happen to end out in the location where all those things are.
The pleasure is mine.
Of course. The reliquary will lend aid wherever it's needed. Let me know if you're interested as well.
Okay, so where is the profession trainer? Pretty sure they're right around in here somewhere.
We endure. Ah, well, if you ever need a reprieve from the bustle of our visiting friends, seek the red banners around the city. We'll keep the Alliance out of those areas.
Okay, time to just ask for help.
What needs bring you here? We shall not falter.
I'm curious if the layout to this Silver Moon is even somewhat similar to the layout of the OG Silver Moon. I don't imagine it would be, but still interested. Thanks.
With perseverance, strength. Anu bala baloi alan.
Okay, so mining is around here because I picked it up once already. There it is.
Glory to the Sindori. We shall not falter.
Treat my wares with care.
You're needed in Fairbreeze, champion. A problem with the light bloom.
I greet you on behalf of Silvermoon. The light.
Use this arcane projector to keep us informed.
Yeah, all right. Oh, I probably need to remember to grab that.
This light bloom might actually be of use to the Vanguard. At the very least,
hold
I
on.
need to find
Let's
out.
just switch back to the Death Knight. Alright, yeah, let's just jump in here. Alright. Did I? Oh yeah, no, I didn't actually pick up the arcane projector. Okay, well, let's go grab that. Now let's see what he has to say.
May be needed at the Sunwell.
This light bloom might actually be of use to the Vanguard. At the very least, I need to find out.
Pleasantries can wait.
Is everything all right, Lady Liadrin? You've said little since we arrived.
My apologies. My thoughts are with the Sunwell. I did not expect it to react with such force.
You ask, and the light provides. Need it be more complicated than that?
She speaks of the Sunwell, not the light.
Your fount was blessed by the heart of Anaru. It is one and the same.
I suggest you hold your tongue, High Exarch. That fount you so blithely pretend to understand predates the existence of human civilization. And in all that time, I have never heard of the Sunwell reacting with that kind of aggression. Liadrin, what was that beam of light?
I wish I knew. It holds back the void, yet I still wonder if the Sunwell is capable of such power. What else will it do?
That's a good question.
Worries me, Liadrin. Is it wrong for it to do so?
The effects of the Sunwell
Probably.
have never been malicious. It has blessed Eversong's forests with small groves of light bloom
That is
for
tempting.
years.
Small at first, but Fairbreeze now reports a problem. If the Sunwell is aggressive, what of the light bloom?
These worries will lead you nowhere, Regent Lord. As long as the Vanguard maintains the connection to the Sunwell, the light will see us through. Have faith. That
I wonder why that's missing from my bar. That's weird. Maybe I imported the wrong string. Let's... Okay. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. I bet I imported the wrong spec. It's on my bar now. Huh. Okay, yeah, that makes way more sense than the way it was set up. Trying to figure out which one I had set up. Yeah, well, whatever. I must have accidentally clicked some stuff when I was importing it and messed it up. Okay, let me get this stuff back. 'Cause okay, good. They can't be just dragged around. Won't be doing archaeology anytime soon, so. Let's see. Uh-oh. 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 Not working out well. Bad things happening. Well, I did some good damage to it. Time to corpse walk. Oh, thank God it flies. And here.
Trinkets, yes. Pretty trinkets.
This does look familiar.
You're Orwenna, aren't you? My mother Ilaria told me about you.
Sinu amanore, anu bello de la na. Speak up. What brings you here? Back to work. Sinu amanore, suren aran.
Speak to me. You have found me.
Magistrates, when
So,
did you first
what
begin
I have
sending
seen generally
services to
recommended
this light blue?
is to go ahead
Sunwell blew sky high into
and
that swirling vortex?
do just the main quests on the first character you take through. God, that's a lot of them.
Please save my kitty, Mr. Paladin.
I must get closer.
Oh, calm down, kitty.
Well, there's a lot of stuff to do.
It looks and smells like the local pets were marking their territory. They're obviously distressed. The light bloom first appeared when the Sunwell was restored many years ago, but it never grew near civilization like this. This nest, it's being choked by the light bloom growth. Let's fix this. What happened here?
Hawkstriders running amok. Thank you. Those Hawkstriders are a terror.
Oh, here we go. Sorry, starting to get a little tired.
Perhaps this sudden
consistently
growth is
putting the
tied to
children to bed
empowerment of the sun
really,
well?
really early has made me have a
Could be used
very
to help
difficult
prevent
time actually staying awake. And there we go. There's Flight Master.
What needs bring you here?
That creature must have come from the light bloom. We should let the Magistrix know. This bush was trampled. The poor wildlife here must be terrified.
I can't attack that.
Ah, time to mine our first node.
This light bloom you describe is clearly out of control. We must find what has disturbed it so.
Ah, right there it is.
Light soothe those wounds, little friend. My poor kitten was savaged. Thank you.
Your path leads you deep, stranger.
Speak up. What brings you here?
Versatility and mastery. Okay.
May the eternal sun guide you. Anubelo de la Na. Surel Aran.
Follow the trail. It should lead to the answers we seek.
Mother said you're familiar with the wilds. What do you make of all this?
The creatures, they remind me of home. Yet they live on the surface. It should not be this way.
You'll encroach no further!
Too far away.
Now, let's go get this glyph real quick.
Trinkets, yes. Pretty trinkets.
I don't know what this does at all, so... Okay. Well, that was... Yes.
These creatures seem light blasted. They're so vicious.
They claimed this as their territory. We are now encroaching.
Ah, look, it's an evil living tree. Whoop. We'll just let it do its thing real quick.
I'm out of range.
Perhaps we'll meet again.
Kill light bloom creatures.
Let nature take its course.
And examine 3 light bloom plant growths.
We must discover what caused these creatures to flourish.
See,
so
that's a little bit confusing the way the map's laid out because it looks very similar to the outline for quest stuff. So, oh yay, yay! Don't have Arator with me anymore, so no healer. Don't want to fight that.
The light flame kills, then grows again. A vicious cycle that cannot be allowed to continue.
Acquire a target.
Trinkets, yes. Pretty trinkets.
It seems even your runestones cannot stop the Nightwing Surge, if there are none left to defend them.
Yeah, my math scripture got a little lost in the sauce.
I must get closer.
So, your path. Tani? Here? What is that it holds?
Quickly, there's a runestone nearby. Let's get to safety and take a look. Orlena, what was that thing?
Orwena, what was that thing? Why are you a quarter mile behind us?
You have come far, stranger.
Oh, crit haste, crit mastery. Think that one.
I shall watch for you.
Defend Orwena, and this is...
Tani, they are being driven
this will
to
be
grow.
fun, I guess.
This light you speak of may be the cause.
I thought the light bloom could aid the Vanguard. Were they the ones to cause this?
This is wrong. All wrong.
Oh, at least we got our healer friend with us. Good thing this game doesn't play by Final Fantasy rules, because I'm pretty sure I count as undead.
They need to know about
Oh.
this.
That didn't take very long. Where's my little horsey mount thing? There it is. Death charge. Throw it there.
The roots brought us both here. Watch over you.
What do we need to do? I've bested every evil I've faced. Fairbreeze is fine for now, but this light bloom is teeming with creatures driven by the light. They're killing people. I've never seen the light act like this.
The light only threatens that which warrants reckoning.
That's not what's happening here.
If Fairbreeze is safe, the Void Storm still looms. Despite Rummoth's vocal opposition, I have decided to reach out to Magister Umbric and tap his expertise with the Void. Seek him out in Tranquillion. Reach out when you have more to share.
Oh, that's cool.
Ready to fight the fight? Better to seek forgiveness than permission. We should have.
Been a lot less entertaining this time around. A little bit more tired.
I must return to Harenda and
Man,
investigate.
Children have completely destroyed my ability to actually stay afloat. Let's take a look at this real quick. Dungeons. The Nalarak, Magister's Terrace, Spire. That's interesting. Commander Krolok, the Restless Heart. Should be interesting to play in a little while.
Your path leads you deep. There is tension between Eretor and his elders. I understand this well. I may not be welcome where I hail from. To leave, to work with outsiders. The idea did not sit well with my elders. But we cannot hope to save our world by hiding from it. My goddess called, and I had to answer. Eretor, I did not expect to find such similarities with those of the surface world. Perhaps, of all things, truth is the hardest to see. I know nothing of what threatens from the sky, but I know much of what threatens from below. I will continue to explore this. When you are ready to examine the root of the issue, return to me.
Yeah, she's the troll lady from The War Within, I think. Took me a minute to kind of recognize her. And I say kind of recognize her because I'm still not 100% certain that I'm right.
Hold, champion. There's a body here. What's that clutched in her hand?
I don't know. I can cannibalize it. Oh wait, no, I'm not technically undead.
So many pages missing. Strange. Let's get to Umbric. He'll want to know.
Okay.
We endure. May the eternal sun guide.
One of my own. Dead. How could this happen?
Greetings, traveler. Baladash, Malinore.
These notes. Cassia?
It's time for me to get off. Let me grab these quests real quick.
Be open to possibilities.
I've bested every evil I've seen.
Let me find a
I'll see that someone takes care of the body.
I need to look into Cassia's notes.
mailbox. Usually that's a place that can be an inn, or at the very least acts as sanctuary. There we go. Well, I have to head out because it's time to actually work on getting all the children to bed. My wonderful wife has allowed me to do this at this point. Sorry that I got kind of quiet there towards the second half. Just ended out getting a little tired. Who knows? May wake up in the middle of the night and decide to do a little bit more streaming after having had a nap. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Or I might just get on and work on it just in general. Try to get leveled up a little bit and stream erratically. No promises that I'm going to stream every bit of it online, but we'll do what we can. Anyway, thank you for watching if you watched this, and I hope you saw something interesting. Have a good night.